dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
They're going to ride this running back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's caught. It's Harris. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 4th play of the opening drive coming up, and now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know that having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Byrne. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Caught on the line. It's Riley. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Down for Washington. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
Sometimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to pass, it's Briggs. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
All right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the hit. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Good job to get everything he could and get down with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Huskies are on the move. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on that. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. It in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touch. Huskies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throw on first down off the play fake. He'll heave it deep. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little ripe here on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Briggs. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Grab over the middle. It's Jackson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
So now it's second and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Briggs. Immediately fires to the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll run the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Fires toward the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. And they put a really nice hit on it to force the incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kelly. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And that is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much adjustments.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Music no. Music no.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Military start. Got it.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws to the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Split backs here. Gets the back moving. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
To the air, it's Briggs. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He'll go to the state. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Washington State will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. With the catch, it's Kelly. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing it. Increase snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go, here we go.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
He's got it! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the
consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this one.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Thompson wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 25 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kelly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 50, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Thompson to throw. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that run.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Washington State sends out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Trying to keep this drive alive. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. From the gun, running back on the move.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.